Hey there, badass Aquas, and welcome to the channel. Cat Star here with your love reading for the week of April 28th through May 4th. Now, before we go any further, I just have to say, may the 4th be with you. I know, corny for all my Star Wars fans. I just may not get a chance to say it again. So there it is. May the 4th be with you. All right, for those of you that are new here to the channel, this channel is dedicated to Aquarius only readings all of the time. And for those of you that are returning, welcome back. And thank you so much for all of your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly honored and grateful to have you all here. Just a little reminder, as always, this is a gentle reading, a general reading, and may not resonate for everybody. So please take what is for you and leave what isn't. Again, this reading is general in nature, although it does have a focus toward love. It is not directed toward any one person. All right. Now, I do also do the general weekly reading and a weekly reading with a focus toward money and career. So do be sure you are subscribed and checking back regularly. All right. So let's go ahead and see what the energies have for Aquarius for the week of April 28th through May 4th. Now, I do want to add a little side note here that my camera setup actually fell over, so I had to stop the recording and then restart it. Kind of potentially an indicator of where this love reading may be going. So just a heads up, Aquarius, I don't know. I have already done a pre-shuffle, but I do not know what any of the cards are, though I do know that my whole camera setup just fell over. So let's go ahead and see what the energies have for us for this week in the love department, Aquarius. I'm a little bit concerned, actually. Let's see. We have, oh, there you go. The prison waif, self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. All right, Aquarius, this card is indicating that there is a potential that there has been some maybe kind of ideas, some thoughts floating through your mind. I'm hearing the words I'm not good enough, or maybe I'm not worthy of love, floating through potentially your mind. We have really got to, now, as far as love goes, we are all good enough. We are all worthy. We are all lovable. Don't self-sabotage yourself by continuing to tell a story and sing in a story that doesn't involve you finding the love connection that you are worthy and deserving of, Aquarius. Make sure that you are telling the story using your affirmations, holding the assumptions that of course you are worthy of love. Of course, love is always showing up for you and that your right person is there. Or if you are in a relationship, clear up those assumptions that you might be holding or things that you have been affirming or reaffirming about how not good the partner is, or how they always this or how they always that. Start cleaning up your idea of them, the way that you see them. If you are looking to keep this relationship or to start to build a stronger foundation or connection, we need to start from ourselves. We can't change other people, but we can change the way that we choose to see other people and therefore affect the way that they show up in our reality. Okay, so no more self-sabotage, no more lack consciousness as far as love goes, or poverty consciousness as far as love goes. Let yourself out of that prison and know that we are all worthy of love. And you, Aquarius, are definitely worthy of love. You are your own person, as we all are, but you are a Spitfire, right? You are a Spitfire. You have this rebel energy that just magnifies and draws people into you. So know that, affirm that, hold the assumptions that people are always drawn to you. And of course, they will be. All right, feeling a little heavy in the energy here. The next card we have here is Lady of the Mirror, reflection, non-judgment. All right, so this card, Aquarius, is asking you or indicating that there is a need at this time, or it is a time to start maybe doing some mirror work. I don't know if you've ever heard of that or not. If you haven't, look up Louise Hay. She did a lot with mirror work just on the Googles, right? On the social medias. You can find out all kinds of stuff. Maybe even just look up the words mirror work and start really noticing yourself and loving all of the pieces of yourself, right? We do really, really need to have a deep grasp of self love for ourselves and our self concept in a fairly favorable state, right? We need to be able to see ourselves as the lovable, amazing people that we are, the special person that you are with all of your personality traits, your characteristics, your perceived flaws, but still whole, right? Because flaws that are perceived are just things that you see yourself. If you see that yourself, though, there's a potential that also in that reflection, those are being mirrored back to you. Whatever you are thinking about yourself, saying about yourself, perceiving about yourself is being mirrored back in the connections and the relationships and love around you that is being given back or received. If you are, your self concept and is not really quite up to par just yet, start reframing it, right? Start reframing the dialogue, the conversations that you have in a non judgmental way, and really start paying attention to yourself and your reflection, right? What is being mirrored back to you as well, as you kind of create the way that we kind of create the way that other people see us and treat us through how we see and feel about ourselves and treat ourselves. So treat yourself like the lover or that connection or the love that you are looking to not only receive yourself, but also to give. And you will see that showing up in your reality. It will be reflected to you, right? And don't hold any judgment towards anything. There's no judgment here. There's no judgment here, Aquarius. We learn as we go, and we are always growing and we are always learning. So, no judgment. It's all good. It's all good. Accept myself as whole, complete, wonderful, right? Totally lovable. It's all good. Whatever I felt before this moment, I embrace that. I know that there was maybe lessons or experiences that, came up, and there was stuff that was going on, situations, past stuff, that stuff, but I don't need to bring that with me anymore. And I'm good. I'm good. I embrace who I am. I love who I am. And I don't hold any judgment for any of that. But moving forward, this is who I am choosing to be and how I am choosing to show up in the world. And it's love. I'm choosing to show up as love and to be love, as I know that when I give love out, that is what is reflected back to me, what I receive. All right. Still heavy. Still heavy energy here. The Fire Prince, optimism, aggression. All right. So this is a reminder. It's indicating this energy here in this card is indicating a kind of a rebirth. So we are letting ourselves out of the prison. We are no longer self-sabotaging, right? This is really turning into a self-love reading, Aquarius. So this week of April 28th through May 4th is really, really about honing in on and centering, going inward and really showing yourself self-love, right? self-love, tuning back into you, connecting back into you, your intuition, letting yourself out of that self-sabotage, out of that prison that potentially you have put yourself in. Now, again, this won't resonate for everybody. So if this isn't resonating with you, I don't know what the rest of the reading is, but there's something in here for everybody, as unfortunately the majority of us, no matter what sign we are, what gender we are, we do this, all right? So let yourself out of that prison. Stop self-sabotaging in the love department or in any category or any department in our life. Show up bold, true you. Notice those reflections. Show yourself the love that you are putting out there and that you are wanting to receive, right? And whatever does show up, no judgment. Embrace it. Love it. Love yourself whole, complete as you are. And the fire prince comes up, right? The fire prince. This is optimism. This is a rebirth of yourself from the inside out. That fiery you coming back to the surface and allowing yourself to come out and back into the world. A new transformation. This is all about rebuilding that self-love, that connection with self, letting yourself out of the prison, releasing any self-sabotage, reflecting on, maybe even what it is that you are projecting out that is being reflected back to you, right? Notice that, become aware of it, become mindful of it in a non-judgmental way, and make a new choice, make a new decision to put out that love that you are looking to receive, and to treat yourself the way that you would treat your lover or expect your lover or a romantic partner or a love situation of whatever sort that may be to treat you, okay? And that you would treat them. And that optimism, that transformation is coming in. So there's a lot of kind of new beginning in this, and it begins as it always does with you internally, with your connection with your own self-love. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, okay. The next card is healing old wounds. So it's a time. This is a week of healing old love wounds, reconnecting with yourself, your own self-love, and getting back into the realm of the receiving the giving and the receiving, and building up that fire, that transformation from within to know, to illuminate, right? To spark that self-love that actually pours out into the world. The next one we got is drama. So there might be a little bit of drama showing up with this, or you might feel a little bit of drama in this. It's okay. It's okay. Embrace it. Let it be there. And you know what's going to happen is before too long, if you're not trying to resist it, it will dissipate. It will dissipate, because it feels like what I'm getting here is this is all self-inflicted drama, a feeling of self-inflicted drama, or even a feeling of other people inflicting drama, but it's all drama that we are inflicting on ourselves as far as this healing old wounds, the self-sabotage that we are no longer doing, Aquarius, and letting ourselves out of that prison, all right? And the transformation, the rebirth of sorts in the love department. This isn't a normal love reading by any means, yet self-love tends to be, more important at times, but very, very high on the totem pole, if not at the very top, as that is how we show up in the world, how we give love, how we receive love, and how we, in fact, actually teach others to treat us, all right? And the grass is greener. So perhaps at some point, Aquarius, you have been doing self-sabotage, going back into the past, doing the what ifs, the shoulda, woulda, couldas, all of that as far as a relationship goes. We can't change the past, so stop going back to it. The grass is not always greener. Start watering your own grass through your own self-love, healing your own wounds, healing old wounds, and reflecting in non-judgmental ways. Let yourself out of the prison. And know that what is being reflected back to you is what you are putting out there. So if you're feeling that everybody's a cheater, that's what you're putting out there. That's energy you're putting out there. So that is what is being reflected back to you. So the grass seems to be greener for other people. They have this, they have that, they have this, they have that. Well, potentially, but it's not. Start watering your own grass. A little tough love. Hope you don't take that too harsh or too, too ranty, maybe. Is that the word? But it's time to water our own grass. It's time to heal our wounds. It's time to let the drama go and or embrace the drama if you're feeling like that. Step out of the prison. Know those reflections. Reflect on yourself. Do some mirror work. Love on yourself within your reflection. And know that in a non-judgmental way that what is being reflected back to you is what you're putting out. So take notice, be mindful of that. What are you putting out there? The thoughts, the affirmations, the assumptions, the reaffirming, that sort of stuff. And let anything from the past go, right? We can't change that. It's done. It's done. And we have owl medicine. Owl medicine. So the owl is wisdom. It's growing. It's the learning from doing all of this work, from showing up, loving yourself, reconnecting with yourself, and healing, right? As I've said already, this is not a normal love reading, and yet this is where we're at. This is what the energies brought for us this week, Aquarius, this week. So wisdom, our wisdom, the learnings, the lessons, the growth that we have not only gotten throughout our lifetime, but also that we are gleaning from this week, is aiding in that healing, aiding in that transformation, aiding in the rebirth of sorts of yourself in the category of love, of self-love this week. All right. Going back to the roots, kind of, and getting back in sync, in alignment, in flow with ourselves, where we are kind of placing our focus, if we're sabotaging, if, we're focusing on drama and stuff from the past, or the coulda, woulda, shouldas, that sort of thing, or if we are focusing on healing, if we are focusing on letting go, if we are being non-judgmental, embracing and accepting, and knowing that we get to water our own grass for the transformation and the owl medicine, the wisdom that comes through. This is also indicating, now this has nothing to do with male or female, any of that stuff, but the owl medicine energy is also indicating kind of getting back into your feminine energy, your nurturing of yourself, your connection, your feminine energy. So really focus on your feminine energy this week of April 28th through May 4th. Whether you're male or female, we all have masculine and feminine energy. So focus in on that and glean that wisdom that you are being given. All right, let's see what we need to know. One more bit of information here, and that is, creativity. Creativity. Follow your intuition. Do anything, even if it seems illogical, to release yourself from the prison, to reflect, to heal those wounds. Creativity. There's so many creative ways that we can let go, that we can release ourselves, that we can heal. We can take a bat and hit a pillow. Get creative. What do you need to do to release? And also, what creative ways can you water your own grass, feed your own soul? There are so many creative ways that we can do that may not take any kind of money. It just may take quality of time with yourself. All right. And the last, our star card for this week is, ooh, I feel like we get this one all the time. We actually got 2 of them. So I feel like this one comes up a lot. So we just must really need it, Aquarius. Alignment and flow. Alignment and flow. So reconnecting with yourself, lining up, aligning with yourself, you are going to find that your love life begins to flow even more, because you love yourself. And not that you aren't currently loving yourself, Aquarius. Please do not take it that way. But when we increase our own self love, we notice that the love that we give out is pure and that we are so much more willing to give it, and then we receive it back. It flows back into us. All right. And the next one, the second one that jumped out here, is the stars have lined up. The stars have lined up. So all of this work is a lining up of the stars for you, Aquarius. And the star card is, of course, our card in the tarot, however you want to say it. So this work is very beneficial, and the stars are lining up. The stars have lined up. They are going to line up perfectly with this work. You are doing wonderful, powerful soul work within and for yourself. And there is no greater love than that, in my opinion, Aquarius. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it right there. I intend that this resonated with you and for you. And if it did, please do like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon that notifies you every time I upload a new video. And it also lets me know that these readings are offering the guidance and support that I intend them to, which is valuable for me. Thank you so much for being here, Aquarius. I will see you in the next video. I do appreciate you. Bye.